gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Disconnected K-9s, featuring those world-famous Frisbee-catching dogs. Yes, that's right, Frisbee-catching dogs. Big dogs, small dogs, world champion dogs. They're all here to amaze you with their gifted talents. World champion trainers bring their amazing team of K-9s and will dazzle you with their athleticism and special bond which they have created. So come on over, have a seat, and get ready to have a howling good time.
Okay, West Virginia, if you want to see the dogs, we want to hear some applause. Come on, get your hands together. There's some mini Frisbees for you, so you can play Frisbee in the house and not get in trouble for breaking anything at all. She's trying to catch a Frisbee while eating an ear of corn. There you go, folks. Come on, we're the Disconnected K-9s. We're out of St. Augustine, Florida. We'd like to thank all of you for coming out and supporting the West Virginia State Fair 2023. Now, as we like to say, the dogs are in the house. It's now time to let them out. Here we go.
Folks, the Disconnected K-9s kindly ask you to keep your hands and food away from the dogs and the performing area. Thank you and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they've entertained audiences all over the world. And now, here they are today, live, up close, and personal. So let's give a big, warm welcome to those world-famous Frisbee dogs, the Disconnected K-9s.
Come on, West Virginia, one more time. Let everybody know that you're at the show. Come on, get your hands together. Thank you. Folks, one thing before we get started real quick. We don't usually have to do this, but today, actually right this second, it's okay. But if you've noticed in the last hour or so, the wind has picked up drastically out here. And my point being this, we depend upon the wind to throw some of these crazy throws and do some of these tricks that we do. So the corner flags, we're watching those at all times. Not only does it tell us the direction, but it gives us a guesstimate on about how fast the wind is coming through our area. Point being this, if the dogs happen to miss something in this show, folks, it's not going to be their fault. It's going to be ours because we misjudged the wind. And what really is bad about that, this is the only show since we've been here since the beginning of the fair that we've had a lot of wind. And we've got 2 different television stations here recording our show. So, with that being said, are you guys ready to see the dogs? Okay, folks, the first dog you're getting ready to see is the only dog ever adopted in our show from our hometown of St. Augustine, Florida. She was with Safe Animal Rescue there. They called us up one day and they told us that they had this female black lab that loved to catch balls and chase things. They thought she might work in our show. The problem with that, folks, is when you see what we do, labs are way too big for what's going on out here. But Jody decided she'd do an evaluation on the dog anyhow. They bring the dog to our compound. 5 minutes after they arrive, she calls me and tells me, this isn't a black lab. I said, well, if it's not a black lab, what is it? She said, it's the most obese, overweight border collie I've ever seen in my entire life. The day she adopted this little dog, she weighed 61.5 pounds. Coming out here today, folks, she weighs right at 35 pounds. Yes. Now, if anybody could have gotten out of this dog what you're getting ready to see, it is Jody. She's a 65-time world finalist. She's the only woman in the history of our sport to have 10 of her own different dogs in the World Championship finals. Twice she has been 3rd in the world. 2 other times she's been 2nd in the World Frisbee Dog Championships. Now the dog that she's coming out with isn't her youngest and it's definitely not her most experienced, but this dog is a 6-time world finalist. But there's one more thing I want to share with you about her, folks, because it's going to take you about 10 or 15 seconds after she comes out on this field to realize why she is one of the most different dogs ever to be in the World Championship Finals. Not just one time, but she's been back there 6 times. And folks, she's one of the most loved, revered, respected, and admired Frisbee dogs in the entire world because of who she is and what she does out here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the way from St. Augustine, Florida, please put your hands together for your first entertainers. This is Miss Jody Frederick and her trainer, Darling Darla.
Okay, guys, before Darla comes out, I have a favor to ask, and it is very, very simple. The more you clap and the louder you cheer, the better the dogs are going to play out here. You got it? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. You got it? Much better, much better. Let's
come on, folks. It wasn't the most prettiest routine, but she had fun. Come on, let her hear from you. Good girl. Good job, little girl. Now, folks, just like Darla, all the dogs you get to see in our shows, they've all either been rescued, fostered, homeless, adopted, sheltered, or they were actually abandoned dogs. All 14 of our dogs have come from homes where people have given up on them. So not necessarily for our rescuing efforts, but more importantly, for those people that live in your communities, those people who spend their time, their energy, their monies, and their passion rescuing, fostering, and placing with homeless animals. I think it's time we put our hands together and say thank you to those people for what they do. Yes! And speaking of thank you, folks, we'd like to thank the West Virginia State Fair for having us back. We came here for the first time in 2004. They've brought us in and out over the years, and we truly appreciate it. You know, Kelly, who's the CEO, Brenda, who's been up here in the office for 30 years, Jonathan, the new entertainment director, Megan, all these people that are over different groups and areas, the barns for the children, the other free acts. You've got Aussie Kingdom, the High Dive, Catherine Hickson with the hypnosis. There's just so many cool things out here to do, folks. I think it's appropriate that we put our hands together and we say thank you to every single person that made this year's fair happen. Come on, folks, let them hear from you. Now, are you guys ready to see another dog? Okay, so normally the way our show works is we start with the least experienced dogs and we go to the best in the world in each show. This show is without exception because we're going to close out with one of the best in the world. She finished in 5th place in the World Championships last year. But the next dog is literally my newest playing dog. She has only been with me since March 28th. Today will be her 3rd show she ever did in her life. And before March 28th, she had never seen a Frisbee before in her life. She was a backyard chained up dog. And it wasn't what you think, because the people that adopted her when she was a puppy were in their early 80s. They lived in a trailer with a cat and no fenced in yard. So the only way this dog could get any exercise was if they put her out on a run from tree to tree in the backyard. Now folks, when you see this dog, she is a Mack truck. I mean, she is literally 100% solid strength and muscle. And it was just too much for these people. Their neighbors knew about us, they contacted us, we met her, and folks, I fell in love with this dog. She is just such the coolest little dog in the whole world. But she is a boxer, bulldog, Brittany Spaniel mix. Think about that. We do blood DNAs on all of our dogs. We have to because we're inspected by the USDA. And it came back boxer, bulldog, Brittany Spaniel. So, again, this is just right at 4 months of playing. And the good thing about the folks from the television station being out here is they're doing what they call B-roll. So this isn't live. So they're going to cut out only the stuff that looks good. And after watching Darla play, they're still looking for some material. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she has beat me to death since I got her. Without further ado, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll be able to relate. All the way from Callahan, Florida, please put your hand together for our newest member. This is Moaning Myrtle. Come on out here, Myrtle. How are you? Now, this is the only time this dog ever barks, right there. Other than that, all she does is moan and whine. And nobody likes me. They all treat me mean. Well, if you wouldn't haunt their bathroom, they wouldn't do that. There's a couple of people that know that story. Okay, folks, now remember, this is a brand new dog, and let's see what let's see. Will you stop? You're over the top, young lady. Now wait, let's get a little bit of music for her. Come on, you. You got me in a hole. That's what's happening. Now wait. Drop and go. Go, 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 go. What are you doing? Drop and go. Now come on. Yes. All right. Now, folks, I'm only going to do 2 more modules with her, and I'm going to get one of our professional dogs out here. But these last 2 are going to be pretty fun, and I think that you'll enjoy them. Bring your little butt down here. Come on. So what we're going to do, folks, is I'm going to sit down and take a break, and we're going to let Myrtle earn her milk bones on her own. Drop it. Here we go. You ready? Stop. That's a very good stop. That's the only thing you've done in the show that I asked you to do. Reverse. Hey! You missed that too. Where are you? She contact? Go around. Go. My bad. Stop. Stop. Go. Upside down. Oh, come on. Sorry, girl. Folks, I'm misjudging this win very badly. It's not her fault. Drop. No, we're not going to do that. The whole timing and the whole rhythm. Hey, thank you. Drop and go. Now go get the Frisbees. Hurry up. Let's do this correctly. Now come on. You're a lot better than that. Folks, it doesn't help with the wind or the fact that we're playing on the side of a hill, but still, I should be throwing better than that. It's not her fault. Come on. Let's go. Hurry up. We got to get done. Now do this correctly. You ready? Go. Reverse. Now come on. Hey. Go. Now we're even. She'll be back. Stop. Stop. Hey. No, you didn't stop. Now come on, honey. Go over there and get that. Now you stay. 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 Back. Thank you. Go. Hey. All right, folks. Here comes her last module. Now, she's like, if you're going to throw it like this, I'm out of here. All right. Again, folks, I told you this was going to be a brutal show with this win. We're going to do one more with her, and then we're going to bring out the professional dog. Let's go, Myrtle. Come on, quick. Hey, come on. Jody, throw it. Thank you. Go get it. Hurry. Go get it. Let's go. Good girl. Come on, honey. Hurry, 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 hurry. You're killing me. This is only your 3rd show, but you played better in the first 2, trust me. All right, here we go. You ready? Now get set. Go around. Hey. Now you're really getting to be silly now. Come on, honey. Do it correctly. Now go. Hey. Thank you. Over. Hey, go. Go. You blew the only trick I have. All right, real quick. Go get the Frisbee. All right, I got it. Let's go. Hurry up. Ready? Go around. Go. Hey! Go! Yes! Myrtle! Stop. Now you wait. Go. Folks, that's moaning Myrtle. Come on. Help her out. I don't know if that was as painful for you as it was for me, but you know what? She had a lot of fun. Come on, let's put our hands together and say thank you. Yes. All right, folks, real quick. This next dog is without a doubt one of the best in the world. And in the Frisbee dog world, she's referred to as the broken dog. The reason she has that moniker, folks, is that when she was 8.5 weeks old, she was purchased by a dog trainer in Cleveland, Ohio, from a breeder in Louisville, Kentucky. She kept this puppy 4.5 weeks, folks. Do the math. She's now 13 weeks old. That lady gave up on this dog at 13 weeks of age. So much so that she sued the breeder for misrepresentation of this dog's lineage. She lost the lawsuit based on DNA evidence. But here's what's interesting, folks. In the lawsuit, and this is a quote, this is what she said: "This puppy is broken and will never be a performance dog ever in its life," unquote. And folks, she tried to adopt that dog out 2 different times and it came back to her. Finally, in a fit of desperation, she called me and asked me, basically she put me on a guilt trip. "Oh, you take all these dogs that nobody wants and gives up on and make some world champions. Well, this is going to be your biggest challenge ever in your life." Sight unseen, folks, I adopted this little dog. When she arrived in Jacksonville, Florida, and I went to pick her up, she was 7.5 months old. She wasn't housebroken. She hated people, and the only thing she hated worse than other people, other than people, were dogs. I had 16 dogs in my house the day I brought her home, and for the first year, almost to the single day of 1 year, folks, I never put her in a show. I never put her in a competition. All I did was work with her, train her, love her, and get that bond that she finally trusted human beings. Still not too keen on dogs, but she likes people. Folks, I put her in her first competition down in Okeechobee, Florida, qualifier for the World Finals. She took 2nd place, got into the World Championships, her 2nd tournament ever in her life. She finished 10th in the Open Professional Division. She's been back to the World Championships 4 times now. The last time she was there, folks, she finished in 5th place in the entire world. And the only reason she finished in 5th place was because 2 other dogs that live in the home with her were on the podium in 1st and 3rd place. So she's got a lot of competition inside the household. But folks, she's a border collie, and without a doubt, one of the sweetest dogs I've ever been around in my life. Real quick, one last public service announcement, and then after this PSA, I'll bring her out immediately. Folks, by the end of this next dog's routine, all the Frisbees that the dogs we've caught in the show out here today will have been officially and genuinely jawtographed by the dogs. Check it out, a jawtographed Frisbee.
And now that one is jawtographed by Lawrence. Please clap, he is so proud of that stupid dog.
I thought that up all by myself.
Bless his heart.
Yes. No, seriously, folks. The only reason we bring it to your attention is immediately after the show, not only will they have been jawtographed, we'll also potograph and autograph the Frisbees from this show. We'll further personalize them by putting the dogs' names on them, and we'll make them out to whomever you want. Yours, dogs, your children, your grandchildren, grandparents, whomever. We don't care. We'll oblige you. All we ask in return is a $2 donation. It's $2. The $2 donation goes to an organization entitled This Dog Rescue. You can find out more about it by going to our website. Essentially, 36 years, folks, we've been adopting dogs from all over this country. We get them a clean bill of health, teach them obedience, so every single dog earns a CGC certification, and then we teach them how to play Frisbee. They stay with us between 3 and 12 months, but once they have completed our program, we do something different than any other organization in this entire country, folks, and it's very simple. You tell us what you want in your next dog, we find it, you adopt the dog. 36 plus years, folks. It's been 100% free for everybody for 36 years. Nobody else in this country does it like that but us. The way our program is funded through your donations on those autograph Frisbees, we have our t-shirts of different colors, different styles, hoodies, hats, stickers, koozies, collars, leashes, bandanas, keychains. We've got glow-in-the-dark Frisbees, recycled Frisbees. Even just to prove to you that a blind squirrel can find a nut every once in a while. I think there's 7 or 8 of them left. But folks, in 2018, I was fortunate enough to be inducted into the Frisbee Dog Hall of Fame. and there's a few of the Frisbee, the commemorative discs that are back there. We decided to sell the last few and give them out to the public. Bottom line is this: if you've enjoyed our shows and you agree with the ministry that we've dedicated our lives to, please stop by and see us afterwards, because every cent counts and every dollar goes directly to the dogs. If you want to take a picture after the show, it's free. All we ask is that you have your own camera or your own phone, and we'll give you an awesome pose with the dogs. Now, finally, are you guys ready to see the next dog? All right, folks, not a whole lot else to tell you other than, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio, please put your hands together for your next entertainer. This is the broken dog, Miss Bel Air. Come on out here, you. How you doing? Go around. Go around. All right, here we go. Ready? Up. Now get ready. Oh, hey. Good girl. Go. That's okay. Go. Good job. Up. Go. Good job. Blind in the corner. Yes! Jody, can you turn down just a bit? Folks, we're going to do something a little different in the show, because you notice how we always tell you how to train the puppies and how to get them to do things and why we do it. Well, we came up with an idea of explaining to you and demonstrating what the judges are looking for in our professional dogs. So, with Bel Air, we're going to break her routine down real quick. 7 categories that you have to compete in. It's all mandatory. We have never, ever been out of sync in our life like this, ever, even when she first started playing. Come on, baby. Let's go. Rhythm. Let's go. Now go. Go. Thank you. Man. Folks, we're going to skip ahead. Here's the deal. They have this thing called short safe. Normally what they'll do is they'll stand in front of their dog like a foot away, and they'll throw 10 throws to increase the job catch ratio score. She won't do that trick because she thinks it's a baby puppy dog move. So instead of standing there and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're going to show you our version of short safe, and it looks like this. We finally get it together on the last 2 modules. Thank you, I'm glad you woke up. All right, folks, here comes the last one. It's called the money module, and it looks like this. Let's go, baby girl. Come on. Take it downtown. Go. Hey. Folks, that's the broken dog Bel Air. Come on, let her hear from you. Come here, honey. Hey, come here. Come here. I love you, okay? Now take your butt inside. Let's go. Take it to the house. Folks, without a doubt, and I mean this from my heart, that's the worst routine I've ever done in my life in public, anywhere in the world in 35 years. But you know what was cool? She had fun. Let's put our hands together and say thank you. You're going to have to work hard on that B-roll, brother, to get something good out of it, trust me. Folks, real quick, if you did enjoy the show in spite of the bad throws, every country, every culture, and every language, this is how we close out. And we hope you get it because it's what we're really about. And it goes like this. It's by the grace of God that we have our dogs in our lives. And folks, it's by no mistake whatsoever that word dog spelled backwards happens to be the only more important entity in our lives back here. And hopefully it's in your lives, your hearts, and your souls just as strong, if not more so, than in ours. Jody and I'll be over here in the side of the tent with the autograph Frisbees. We do the pictures here, we do the autographs there. We're going to be back at 4 o'clock, folks, and I guarantee you, totally different dogs, and it will be a 100% better show. You guys enjoy the rest of your time here at the West Virginia State Fair. We're the Disconnected K-9s. We're going to put some dog songs on for you. Thank you, God bless, and enjoy the rest of your day.